Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, Freak. They're struggling without him.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was a mistake, but I think they'll miss him more than you might expect.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside, you've got Ibaka and Cannon. Gerald Green out there with Money, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Here's Money, and he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, you know, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve, but eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
On defense, Oklahoma City. It's a three-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Thunder have gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. There's a screen by Canner, and again, shot good from Money. Money's got 7.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Brown. And the Thunder pushing it up now. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Passes it to Carmelo. Hits the jumper in space.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Money. 7 points in the game.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
On the wing, Green. From the low block, again, Oklahoma City.
He clearly had the speed advantage there, and he used it to burn the D for the sweet hoop. Nice play.
And the pass to Porzingis. There's Galloway. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Adams. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Elevates and powers in the one hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Here's Money. There's the 3. And that one's good. Money's got 10 points in the game.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Anthony. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Wizards in Washington.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. There's a screen by Canner. Green left side. Lets it go with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Durant against Anthony. Fires the 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Galloway's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Knicks trail by 5. Afflalo outside. Here's Porzingis, defended by Durant. Galloway, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's Money, 12 points for him. And it comes off the rim with a high bounce.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Porzingis. No good. So the Thunder will take it the other way.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Anthony drawing the double team. On its way from Afflalo for 2. Misses off the left iron. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Money. There's a screen by Cantor. Puts up a 3, and that will fall. A three-pointer on the line for Money. Money's got 15 points.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Well, right here, Kevin, we can get a look at New York and what kind of numbers they put up these last 10 games. First in scoring, first in steals, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses, and I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Now here's Anthony. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Money, covered by Anthony.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
Here's Money. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Here's Galloway. He's got 5. Down low. Will it go?